Yeah, you can see when all these little branches down like this. It was a wild and windy, crazy night. But yeah, it looks like the park right now, the chainsaws are going. They've got a couple trees down. And you can see the only casualty is we lost 2 of our dinosaurs. So we are at Miller's Bread Basket in Blackville, South Carolina. And this is our first official meat and three of the trip. And if you're not familiar with meat and threes, they're very common down south, and it consists of 1 meat and 3 sides, obviously. So I chose the meatloaf with stewed tomatoes, of course the fried okra, cabbage, and mac and cheese. Cindy also, like me, got the cabbage fried okra, but also got some sausage. So let's go ahead and give it a shot here. Meatloaf looks wonderful with the stewed tomatoes.
Excellent.
It's perfect. It's great consistency. The stewed tomatoes really add a lot to it.
I'm a big fan of fried okra.
And Cindy is a big fan. We make it ourselves. Yeah, it's almost like popcornish. Wonderful. And you know my love of cabbage.
We don't have any chickens.
This is a great value. This is like $14.50 for this. And it's a big, huge plate. Our first meat and three is a total success at Miller's Bread Basket.
So, and I got the half meat, half side. So that got 2 half sides and a meat.
I tell you what, that was spectacular.
Yes, it was very good. What was the price for the total?
It was like $36, I think, with
but I
tip
also
and everything.
got a piece of pie to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was reasonably priced.
Yep.
The fact that they didn't serve alcohol probably kept our total down, but
yeah, that's all right.
It was absolutely wonderful. Just good old, as they say, Amish Mennonite home cooking.
It was excellent.
They actually came to South Carolina from Indiana and Ohio back in the 1960s, and a lot of Mennonite churches thus are around this area. So we'll go ahead and move on forward here.
Yep, and we have something interesting to show next.
Okay, Sam, where does it find us now?
We are at a popular local spot called Acre Healing Springs in Blackville, South Carolina.
And this place was initially made famous. The Native Americans had known about it for many, many years, but there was British soldiers who were injured during the Revolutionary War, whom they didn't expect to live.
Right, and as legend have it, the Native Americans showed them this spring, and apparently it had healing powers, and they were able to go back into battle again.
Yes, and in 1944, it passed hands a number of times, but in 1944, this acre was deeded to God.
Yes.
So they say that it's God's acre, and that's why they call it that.
And
so
the state took it over because it really had no formal ownership, and here it is today.
So we're going to go ahead and check out some water.
Yep.
There's a number of folks here getting water, so we'll go ahead and do the same thing.
Yep.
And
we'll
check
see how
out
it
these
goes.
springs.
Apparently it's very popular for its purity and its low mineral content, or specialized mineral content.
Yeah, so Sin, how do you find these places?
I found this one on the South Carolina Tourism Board page. So I'm looking just for interesting things to see.
Yep, and so we're here to do that.
Yep.
That's actually why we chose our campground, which we'll go ahead and take a look at next. All right, we're making our way back to the Luv truck.
To get our jerry can to see if we...
There were a lot of people, you know, I was at first, we're like, you know, you can't fill up a jerry can, that's ridiculous. But there were a lot of people here filling up 5-gallon
drums,
containers, big stuff. So
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this and maybe make some coffee with it.
Yeah, well, they've heard it's supposed to make really good coffee. We're gonna fill up our jerry can.
Yep. Go ahead and fill up. You know, I had a manager once that he would only make coffee from water that he would trek up into the woods of Vermont at this one stream and gather, and that's what he made coffee out of. But it should be pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Give this a shot. Wow. It has almost no taste to it. I don't even think it does have a taste to it. It's probably first water I've never had a taste to it. Absolutely clean. All right, you're about to taste it and you're gonna see what you think.
My taste buds aren't as refined as Cindy's.
Well, basically I tasted nothing, actually.
Yeah, but with most water I taste nothing, so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yep, and when we get back to the trailer, you can test it for the solid content. Science.
So we've returned to the campground, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this water from the God's Spring. I think it was called that, right? God's Spring? God's Healing Spring, whatever.
Yes, Acre Spring.
We have dinosaurs on our thing. I don't know why we have that, but somebody left dinosaurs on our...
Well, I put them there because there were dinosaurs laying in that area right there, and so I figured they needed to be put someplace because they were kind of interesting. So
because of the importance of this measurement, we're going to go ahead and calibrate our device using some distilled water, which we always have on hand for adding battery electrolyte. So let's see. 002. So pretty much borderline 0. I mean, there might be something.
Okay.
But basically, so this water read 30.
So our water at the
38 here.
38 at the spigot.
002 here.
Okay. So this should be interesting.
And this is from the Healing Spring, which we're going to make coffee with tomorrow. What's your prediction?
What, 25 maybe?
Yeah, that's a good prediction. 89.
89?
89. I don't know if that's good or bad or...
Huh.
But there's usually in springs, there's some minerals that are good for you and help with the healing. So
yeah,
that is probably what you're getting there are the minerals
that are there.
Are part of, as the water goes through the rocks and the springs and comes on up, that's probably what you're getting.
It would be interesting to know what minerals are actually in there.
Yes, well that would be more than my
you'd have to have you'd have to have a more complex
tools
test.
Have capability for.
Yes.
So there you have it.
There you have it. Interesting.
So we are here at Barnwell State Park in Blackville, South Carolina.
It's near Blackville.
It's near it, yes. And you can see it's kind of pretty peaceful. It's pretty remote. There's not a lot. There's a few campers here parked next to us, but the place is, I'd say, mostly empty. The incoming roads are of marginal quality. You're really bouncing along.
It's about a 2-mile drive in.
Yep, it's a long drive in.
But it is marginal.
Yeah, it's kind of bouncy. The surface is this gravel here. Yep. It's not really that level. Everything slopes down this way, so we've had to put up actually 3 blocks, which for us is
a lot.
Pretty significant. 30-50 amp, good water.
Dinosaurs come with the site.
Yeah, pretty cool. I have no idea how Starlink is working. Somehow we got this working enough to upload our
video yesterday.
It took a lot longer.
Yeah, we got a little open area, but there. What I did was, when I was making this reservation, I Google Earthed the campground and saw what sites I suspected might have less tree cover.
Yep.
And so that's why I chose this particular site.
This site actually has full hookups. You can see here the run to the full hookups.
Yep.
We'll leave the cost right here. I think it was in the 38 or it might even
35 maybe,
something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll leave the cost here. But the owls at night are crazy. We'll try and capture some of their sounds if it's not raining. But the owls were crazy last night.
They really were, and there were a couple different kinds too. I've heard the barn owl, and then there was something else,
which we haven't identified yet. But overall, just if you're looking for peaceful and for quiet. We had a great day today. Barnwell State Park's pretty cool.
And it was about 5 miles away from the Healing Springs.
Yes.
If you're interested in going there. Yep. So that was fun.
And there you can see Cindy watering her plant with the Healing Springs water. There was somebody commenting that their plants love the Healing Springs water. But as you can see, the road is a little kind of beat up. It's okay though, no big deal. Pretty much self-check-in at the end there. There's a bathhouse if you need it. But yeah. All right, well, good morning. It is coffee day. I don't know if you can hear it. We've got stuff landing all over the Airstream right now. The wind is howling like crazy. It is pouring It has poured all night long. Hopefully nothing big. I went out and took a walk around earlier today, and nothing seems big to have hit, but nevertheless we're hearing stuff hit all the time. So hey, it's our streamiversary, 22 years today. Hopefully we'll have the 23rd, but let's go ahead and make some coffee. We've got our water here from our spring, so we're going to use that today. Some of the purest water you can for coffee. Let's see how that tastes. And then of course we have whole beans that we'll use with our manual grinder to grind the beans into coffee. The manual grinder, of course, so that we can have coffee during boondocking. So yeah, we don't need to have extra power for that, or 120. And yeah, if you want to go ahead and check out how we make coffee normally, you can check out that video up here. I can never figure out which way it goes, but we do have a little ASMR video on making our coffee. But yeah, let's go ahead and make some Java, get this morning started, and hopefully we survive this windstorm, which is really, really crazy right now. All right, well, the coffee was, it's delicious. Now, I don't know if it's because, you know, I've got that bias that it's supposed to taste good, and I think, but it seems smoother to me. It seems really, really good. So I don't know if this was a blind taste testing, I would have been able to tell, but good cup of joe from the springs here in Blackville, South Carolina. Okay, we're here still in South Carolina, and one of the fun things we like about being a YouTuber is meeting other folks in the YouTube community.
Absolutely.
And who have we bumped into this time?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Rick.
Hey, guys.
From the Wright Life.
Yep.
How you doing?
We're here at his pad. So Rick has done some great videos on his, what do you call it, an airport? Like a
yeah,
port for your...
absolutely.
A little structure for your Airstream to protect it from the weather and the hail.
Yep, so he's got all the information on how he built this, what he did to do it, as well as some interesting stuff on his Airstream floor and the repairs that he did there. So if you've not checked out the Wright Life, great time to do that. We'll put a link in the video's description. You can check out his channel. What do you think, Rick?
Yeah, sounds great. If you guys have any questions on if you're considering building something like this for your Airstream, just send us a comment and we'll share all of that information with you.
Yeah, he did some really, really neat things.
Yeah, it's really sweet, and we're really jealous. We wish we had something like this at our place.
Yeah,
but
maybe someday soon, right?
Maybe someday. So yeah, check out the Wright Life, and we'll continue on here.
So we are on our way out of Barnwell State Park, and I'm pretty glad to be leaving with these high winds because that fell behind our trailer, fortunately. So we're going to just do our light check. Ready, light check?
Ready when you are.
Left light. Right light. Brake lights. And display lights. Ready to go.
All right, ready to go?
Yep, pull her out. And we're off to State Park near Columbia. And as you can see, we're leaving our little dinos. So that they'll be a friend to someone. Maybe a little girl or boy who comes in for the weekend. And who will take good care of them. So, bye dinos! So the route coming in is slightly narrowed, a little twisty-turny.
And the roads aren't in that great a condition.
That is true. So as we're exiting out, we just have to go slow and, you know, maybe get into the gravels if someone comes in.
Yeah, in West Virginia, you go into the gravels.
So we're almost out, and we're gonna drop off the garbage and be on our way.
Yes, one of the things I do is I never put my seatbelt on in the campground to remind myself that I've got garbage hanging from my propane tanks.
Yeah.
The seatbelt will go on immediately once and I figure if I, even at 3 to 5 miles per hour, I'm doing 7 right now, but if I hit something dead on, I'm probably gonna survive.
Yep.
Join us next week as we give you some tips for picking up your RV from storage.
So if you like this video,
Give us a big thumbs up
and if you think we've earned a subscription, click the subscribe.
and comment below if you've been to any hidden gems in South Carolina.
Because we come out with RV and Airstream related videos just like this one
every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.